What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including how Vince McMahon is going to wrestle at Wrestlemania, is John Cena appearing at Wrestlemania, sad news regarding the Undertaker's Hall of Fame, WWE has no plans for two superstars, Kane creates controversy, Jeff Hardy still in the WWE game, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at Vince McMahon ready for the ring. Kind of. Topping today's headlines are several reports concerning the WWE's efforts to jumpstart ticket sales for this year's Mania. Our first story has to deal with the recent rumors of Mr. McMahon stepping back into the ring at this year's Mania. The Observer Figure 4 Online's Dave Meltzer is reporting regarding the Vince McMahon vs. Pat McAfee match at WrestleMania. The match was confirmed to be on the books for the lineup. So when McMahon goes on McAfee's show, it is an angle to build a match. Vince is 76 years old, and while he will be advertised for a match, we were told it'll be a complete smoke and mirrors event. As noted many times, they have more than 20,000 tickets unsold for both nights, so things like McMahon, Steve Austin, and anything they can roll out with people with name value will be pushed. Now, although the idea of the WWE concocting some sort of funhouse match with literal smoke and mirrors can't be ruled out, the idea seems to be that Pat McAfee will battle one or more superstars in his efforts to get his hands on Mr. McMahon, minimizing the need for Vince to wrestle and reducing the number of bumps he'll have to take. Although we can't maybe rule out one sick bump. Vince, who hasn't wrestled a match since his no-holds-barred match lost to Bret the Hitman Hart at WrestleMania 26, will likely send goons like Austin Theory to keep McAfee at bay, while also changing the stipulations of the match to stack the deck against the SmackDown color commentator and occasional wrestler. Since the match hasn't been officially announced, there's no word on what odds bookies are giving that the WWE chairman will break a hip during the match. It's also good to know that the WWE isn't afraid to use Mr. McMahon to help bump up ticket sales, and apparently Vinnie Mac may not be the only AARP member stepping back into the ring. As Shane McMahon calls out Hulk Hogan? Speaking of the WWE Senior Citizen Circuit, could Hulk Hogan be on his way to WrestleMania? And while it's well known that the Hulkster wants to end his career in a WWE ring, as his last match was in Impact Wrestling, nothing has come about yet. However, a recent tweet from Shane McMahon, where he's posing in front of a picture of WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan, now has fans talking about a possible match between Shane O'Mac and the Hulkster. He tweeted, "Walking in the hallway at the Garden with my 3 sons for the New York Rangers game and past this. Made me think, Hulk Hogan, got one more in you?" Or while it remains to be seen if Shane is officially done with the WWE, a match with Hogan would certainly generate a huge amount of publicity. However, given the notoriety surrounding Hogan's racist comments from several years back and Shane's reputation as difficult to work with at this year's Rumble, the WWE may pass on any match between the two. Should Hogan have one more match? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up is John Cena appearing at WrestleMania. As Vince McMahon continues his efforts to make WrestleMania 38 the greatest WrestleMania of all time, fans are wondering what other WWE legends might be brought in back to wrestle. Our Ringside News' Steve Carrier recently tweeted about whether John Cena might make it to the ring at this year's Show of Shows. WWE is making huge plans for WrestleMania with Austin and McMahon returning to the ring, but what about John Cena? Our fans won't be seeing him this year. We were told that Cena was discussed as everyone outside of religion and politics, but Cena was never a real possibility. As Cena has been busier than ever with his Hollywood schedule, including his new series Peacemaker on HBO Max. While Cena might not be able to wrestle, could he make a surprise appearance? Let us know if you think so in the comments down below. Next up, sad news regarding the Undertaker's Hall of Fame. Now, wrestling fans are still thrilled about the news that the Undertaker is finally entering the Hall of Fame, but is a highly decorated and well-respected phenom going in by himself? Well, some fans and pundits have argued that given the dead man's legendary accomplishments and loyalty to the WWE, he should enter the Hall of Fame just as Andre did when he was the first and only person inducted into the WWE's Hall of Fame. However, that doesn't appear to be happening, as WrestleVotes was reporting, although the idea was in fact considered, I'm told The Undertaker will not be a solo inductee at this year's Hall of Fame. Source expects additional names will be announced soon, potentially starting tomorrow. Brad Shepard tweeted out possible inductees for this year's Hall of Fame. According to a source in WWE, the Steiner brothers are expected to be inducted into this year's Hall of Fame. And according to a source in WWE, Sharmell is expected to be inducted into this year's Hall of Fame. If the WWE decides to induct other superstars into this year's Hall, we hope that they don't put C-level inductees alongside Taker. The WWE has had some questionable inductees, and the last thing the Undertaker needs to be inducted alongside is someone like the Bastion Booger or Uncle Elmer. If the WWE does induct any other wrestlers, who should get into this year's haul? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, WWE has no plans for 2 superstars. Fans of Asuka aren't gonna like this next story, as it appears that WWE has no current plans for the Empress of Tomorrow. PW Insider's Mike Johnson was the bearer of bad news when it comes to the news of Asuka's return. Nothing yet. The hope internally was for Asuka to return this month, but obviously there's been nothing for her creatively. Other than hearing from fans who spotted her in Los Angeles recently, we haven't heard anything additional on the Asuka front. That's not all, as the WWE apparently has no game plan for Elias. Elias, who was last seen burning his guitar and possibly abandoning his identity as a WWE's resident singer, songwriter and jobber to the stars, hasn't been on TV in months. According to a recent tweet from Ringside News, Wrestlemania is coming up and plenty of fans are talking about plans and returns. It might be best to not get your hopes up about Elias. We were told that he's in creative purgatory, and a tenured member of the team said, "I don't remember the last time his name came up." It wouldn't surprise us if Elias stays off television and is released after WrestleMania. He isn't the only superstar who's able to compete, but hasn't been given any other television time, and he likely won't be the only one who's on the chopping block. Indeed, there could be any number of cuts coming after Mania, a time that the WWE usually allocates to trim its payroll. Would you guys like to see Elias back in the ring? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Kane creates controversy. As Russia's invasion of Ukraine continues to rage, current Knoxville County Mayor Glenn Jacobs, aka former superstar Kane, appears to be in the midst of a social media spat. Jacobs tweeted about his thoughts concerning Russia's invasion of Ukraine and apparently caught the attention of Hangman Adam Page. Jacobs commented, "If you're on the left and are shocked by Putin's aggression, wake up, sunshine. Historically, in the real word, might makes right. Weakness, which is really what the left is all about, is not a virtue. It's a fatal character flaw. I know the US should still not get involved." He wasn't finished though, as he added, "I highly doubt Putin cares a whit about toxic masculinity, the cancel culture Matawa, or any of the other things the radical left stands for." A current AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page had a subtle but nonetheless strong response to Jacobs' comments. UNICEF support children of Ukraine. Ukraine Crisis Relief Fund, giving the link. And he also provided a link to a YouTube video titled 10 Ruthless Chair Shots Kane Took to the Head. X-Pac also got on this, posting a gif of him shooting Kane with the firework gun. It's safe to say that Kane's tweet was heavily ratioed by Hangman Adam Page. While Kane's tweet nearly comes to 3,000 likes, Hangman Adam Page nearly comes to 38,000 likes. And finally, Jeff Hardy still in WWE. Now we're not talking about WWE television, but a WWE video game. Even though there are rumors currently that Jeff Hardy has been removed from WWE 2K22, that doesn't seem to be the case, as Operation Sports just confirmed with their full roster reveal that Jeff Hardy is actually in the game. Not only that, there are some other surprising names, including Braun Strowman, Road Dogg, Mickie James, who are all fired but still in the game. Well, there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.